Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome to this CTFO Zoom event. My name is Adam Levy from Canton, Connecticut. We're glad you're here to join us on Tuesday Night Live. We do it every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you all for joining us. Got some great topics we want to talk about tonight, but I do have a good friend on, and hopefully we got his audio straightened out, and that would be Mr. Kenneth Butler. Kenneth, how are you tonight? And he's gone or frozen. Ken, you there? We're having some problems with Ken's audio and video, it looks like. Ken, you okay? Yeah, I think you're froze. Maybe we can have you log back on, Ken, but I can't have you don't seem to be, your audio doesn't seem to be working. All right, we're going to try it again at another time, but I appreciate you hopping on, Ken. It's awesome that your video is upside down. I think you should keep it that way. All right. Anyway, thanks everybody for joining us tonight. I do have a couple of things I wanted to cover, and I'm going to be showing my screen. First off, I want to talk a little bit about Pay Quicker, new payment processing that we have shifted over to. You will notice that if you click on your commissions link in the back office, it will show you that your GPG system has been disabled. Don't be alarmed. Hopefully you've been getting the emails that are plugging into the trainings. Come September 21st, I believe you will have access to the new Pay Quicker link that will be in the same location. The benefits
Are they going to transfer funds?
Yes, all that stuff is going to move over. Great question. All that stuff is going to move over. Anything you have in your account will just move over to Pay Quicker automatically. There's nothing you have to do. You may, the first time you link in or click the link when it's available on the 21st, have to set up a Pay Quicker account. You might have to do that, put some information in, but it'll be very different than the process that we've been accustomed to, which was kind of cumbersome. You know, a person would have to sign up for GPG, and then they'd have to, when they wanted to get their pay, they would have to log into first their CTFO back office, and then they'd have to log into Pay Quicker. I'm sorry, they had to log into GPG, and then they had to transfer their money to a bank account, and then they had to wait 3 days for it to show up. I mean, it was kind of cumbersome. And Pay Quicker is just a much better system. It's more widely used in our industry. It's also great for international expansion. It has several different language interfaces to it. And it's something that will, enable you to have your cash immediately. And that's really important. People want to get paid right now, not 3 days from now. And so you'll find that that will be happening. So stay tuned for that, and watch for training for it. But it's going to be a very seamless transition, and it will be nice to be able to just use. Oh, and by the way, you'll be able to use a virtual Pay Quicker Visa or MasterCard. Wherever Visa or MasterCard is accepted, you'll be able to use your CTFO virtual debit card, which is what you'll be having from Pay Quicker. It won't be physical, it'll be virtual, but you'll be able to use that virtual credit card or debit card anywhere that Visa and MasterCard are accepted. You'll also be able to transfer funds to your bank account if you have a bank account. I had a great question from somebody today asking, if I don't have a bank account, can I join CTFO? And will that Pay Quicker work for me? Yes. The answer is yes, which the answer would have been no if it was just GPG, because you did need to link it to a bank account. All right, so that's a little bit about Pay Quicker. I did want to talk about the comp plan real quick. We've had now 2 weeks with the new comp plan, and I do want to share my screen again. This has gotten really easy to show people and understand, more so than I think any other comp plan previously that I've seen. And I gotta tell you, I love the simplicity of it, the 5 to Thrive. And here's the compensation plan at a glance, which you can find in your back office. Now, I'm gonna highlight some of the things here without going through it from top to bottom. We did that a week or so ago. But you might notice that as you're building your business, if you go and look in your back office at your last few commission statements, you want to look at the unilevel column, right? There's a unilevel column. There's always been a unilevel column because our pay from the personal enrollees, your personals, have always been paid out in a unilevel. And generally you've gotten, and I'll point to it, you've gotten about 10% on those people as you know, every month, right? You got a little bit higher percentage in the beginning, but you got 10%, and that was ongoing. Well, now you might be getting 10% in the beginning, or you might be getting 20%, or you might be getting 30 or 40%, or even 50% when you personally enroll them. And so that would be nice. That adds some money to, you know, your personals. But now there's a whole 7-level unilevel that wasn't there before. So now that column, when you go and look, you're going to be getting paid these percentages as well. You're going to get the you're going to get these 1%. If you're just getting started, you're getting the 2% on this level, and then 1%'s down. And if you're at this level here, again, all it takes for you to get to these different levels is active personals. How many do you need? 5 to thrive, right? So once you move up in title here, you'll get paid 2%, it doubles, and then it goes to 3%, 4%, 5%, and also the ongoing, right? So here's the ongoing is from the 2% to the 4% to the 6%. That's on your personals. But the rest of it wasn't there before. So do you want to get 1% down through 5 levels, or do you want to get 5% down through 5 levels of unilevel pay? If you want 5, you just got to enroll 5 and have 5 people be active, 5 to thrive, right? So if you look at that column for yourself, you should see that your unilevel income has at least doubled, in many cases tripled, right? It's tripled. And where did they get that money from? They got it from 15 through 21, because now the matrix is only 14 levels. So they took it from there. How many of you were actually getting paid on levels 15 through 21, right? You weren't getting paid on those levels in most cases. So they've taken the money from, believe me, somebody was getting paid on that, right? But they've taken the money from those levels and they've put it where you can access it right away. And so your unilevel, if you look at the column from the past to where it is in the last few weeks, you should have seen that number at least doubled, in many cases tripled, and that's pretty exciting. And again, if it's not gone up as much as you'd like, well, look at how many people you have that are active, because if you have 1 active, that's what it will look like. If you have 2 active, well, it doubles, 3 active, and so on. You see how that works. So if you've got 5 active, that's 5 to thrive. You've maxed that out, and you're getting the full payout down through 5 levels. Now, some of you are 5K and above. You're also getting that 5% on the 6th level in the unilevel. Okay, it starts to get really interesting there, and so on. And of course, you then pick up the $200 monthly loyalty rank bonus, which again adds a nice chunk of change to your check every single week. So 5K is the sweet spot, as it's always been. And hopefully you're recognizing that your unilevel is gone up 2 times, 3 times, maybe even 4 times, providing that you have some people personally enrolled, right? You have control of it, because here you are, 5 to thrive gets you to 5%. And anything less than that, you can see where you are. So anyway, that should be your ultimate goal. As we move up here, we have somebody that needs to be muted. Hey, Ken, is that you? Ken? Oh, maybe it's Ken. All right, we're going to mute him out. Okay, and so on. As you move forward in the program, as you can see here, when you get to 10K, you're getting paid down also 6 levels. Now your monthly loyalty rank bonus goes to 300. At 15K, it's 500. And at 25K, it's 1,000. But also you pick up that 7th level in the unilevel, that 7th level. And by the way, without complicating things, I'm going to just share with you that a full 7 levels in the unilevel is paid out every single time a product is sold, okay? So somebody is picking that up, and the difference between somebody getting that 7th level or not, guess what? If you're not picking it up, there's dynamic compression. Somebody else is picking it up if you're not picking it up. And that's really exciting as you move on in the plan, because you be one picking up some of those differences. I will point out something too on the earlier side here. I'm going to go back to the beginning. When you have one, let's say you bring somebody into the business and they get started and they enroll one person. Okay, they enroll one person this week. Well, they're going to earn what? 10% on that first order, correct? That's what they're going to earn. If you've got 5 personals yourself and you're qualified for 50%, guess who gets the difference? When they're earning 10%, guess who gets the additional 40%? You do. This is huge. This is big, guys. When you're bringing people into the business, if they bring in one person this week, hey, they'll make 10% of what they do. If they bring in 2 people this week, hey, they'll bring in 20, they'll earn 20% on that. Again, remember, the week closes on Sunday at midnight. It's Sunday at midnight. If they've got 2 people enrolled, they're going to earn 20% on those 2 people. You, as their enroller, is going to get the other 30% on those people they brought in. You're going to get the other 30%. That's called dynamic compression. It's paid out every time that somebody comes into the business. These numbers are paid out. So you want to be doing a lot of enrolling. You do want to help your people make more money, no question about it. But however many people they bring in, it's how many they bring in a week's period of time. And if they've got those people on auto ship and active, well, guess what? Then they'll be qualified, and they'll be qualified at these different titles, but you will get the difference of what they haven't qualified for, what they left on the table. Does that make sense for everybody? That's dynamic compression going this way, and the dynamic compression is also there going this way. There are full 7 levels being paid out every single time. If you're not qualified for it, don't worry, it's getting paid out to somebody. And if you are qualified for it, hey, that's really good too, right? Because that means you've got people on your team that if they're not qualifying for it, you're getting paid down that far in that depth. And as you move to 50K, it goes to $2,000 the monthly loyalty rank bonus, then $3,000, and then they added the new $10,000 a month additional on top of everything else as a presidential director. The other thing to point out is this Infinity Team Pay. Remember, these are all getting paid simultaneously. Again, going back to the first page here, what do you need to do to get into Infinity Team 1 to start earning an additional 5% from that point forward? 5 to thrive. That's it. 5 active people. What's an active person? $45. That is all that it takes to be active in our program. Put them on smart ships so you don't have to keep replacing them. Okay, they're going to start to earn 5% at that point, or I should say you will, on anything you do from that point forward. How do you get to the next team? 5,000. There it is right there. You and your group do 5,000 in volume. You're now Infinity Team 2 for now a total of 10% from that point forward. Again, this is a great sweet spot. That's on top of all these other percentages every single time. And once you've hit one of these Infinity Team levels, you can never go backwards. And for those of you that have been around for a little while, you know you've hit certain Infinity Team levels. You are at those levels, no matter what this chart says, because once you've attained those, you're at those levels. Very important to understand that. At Infinity Team 3, it adds 3%. At Infinity Team 4, it adds another 3%. And Infinity Team 5, another 3% for 19%, and so on and so forth. So pretty exciting the way that works as well. As you hit these titles again, they're permanent. Once you receive them, once you qualify for them, you can never go backwards, and you will always be qualified at those levels. Well, I see Ken here again. Ken, I'm going to ask you to unmute, and hopefully you're not froze up. It's hard to tell because you're upside down. Ken, are you there? All right, my friend Ken, doesn't look like we're going to be able to get him, although we can see him upside down there. He's 95 years young, doing a great job at enrolling people, lost a ton of weight. I was going to have him tell that recent story, but it doesn't seem like we can get him unfroze. We're going to have to get some technical support. Some grandkids need to go and help Ken. All right. So anyway, that's kind of what I wanted to cover. I'm going to stop sharing my screen here. That's what I wanted to cover tonight. Make sure everybody had the updates on the comp plan and pay quicker. I can tell you that the future is really bright with CTFO. There's some amazing things coming down the pike. We're going to be doing some international expansion really soon to some other countries that you might want to visit, some Hispanic speaking countries. And a part of that pay quicker transition was because of the ability to do that as well. It makes it a lot easier when people get paid in those different countries. And GPG didn't allow for that. I can hear somebody chatting. Who is that? That's you, Ken. I can hear you. Ken, you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you now,
I'm
Ken.
speaking.
Fantastic.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Okay, good. All right. You want me to share one of the stories from the Chronicles of a 95-year-old man?
Go for it.
Okay. I'll be 95 on the 20th of this month. And over the years, when I hit my 90s, I started having fun with aging. And so whenever I'm out, maybe I'm going into the grocery store, and I always sort of linger until someone is close behind me so I can open the door for them, and I will say to them, I really get pleasure as a 95-year-old man holding the door open for you. And so they said, 95, I don't believe you. What are you talking about? I said, yeah, I'm 95 years old. They said, man, you look fantastic. And I said, I know, that's why I tell people I'm 95. I love to hear I look fantastic. And I can show you how you can look fantastic also. Do you have a phone that I could send you some information? I can text it to you. And they said, well, what is it all about? And I said, look, it's simpler for me to text it to you than to try to explain it to you. So just give me your information, and I'll send you some information about these miracle products that I'm using. And so I went to see my doctor on August 31st for my regular checkup. And the nurse came out to the reception room. I happened to be the only one sitting there at the time. And she called my name, Kenneth Butler. And for some reason, I just sort of sprung out of my chair. I didn't just stand up, I just sort of jumped out. And she looked a little startled. And as I approached her, she said, Kenneth Butler? I said, yes. She said, well, follow me. So then we went, I got on the scale, she got my weight, we went into the office, and she went through her routine, asking me various questions. And I said, would you mind telling me what my weight is? And so she told me the weight, which is actually 3 pounds lighter than the weight that I get at home on my scale. And I said, oh, that's fantastic. It looks like I've lost another 3 pounds. So she looked at me, and she looked as though she needed to lose a few pounds. And she said, how does that come about? I said, oh, it's this pill that I'm taking that's helping me lose the weight. I said, in total, I've lost 43 pounds, and another 3 would give me 46. She said, oh, that's wonderful. And she said, do you mind if I say something? I said, no, what is it? She said, when I walked out and I saw you sitting out there by yourself, I thought Kenneth Butler had stepped out of the office, because usually folks at your age have someone assisting them, or they're here on a walker or a cane. And I was just a bit startled. And she said, you know, I looked at your chart and you're 95 years old. You look fantastic. I said, it's because of the fantastic products that I'm using. I said, look, I do have a sample in my car, and when we're finished, I'll run out and get it for you. And this is a sample that I used to lose 46 pounds. So she said, oh, I would love to see that. So I went out and got her the sample. And then she texted me later. She had gone to the website and said, I'm going to order that product that you gave to me. Now, she had not tried the sample yet, but she said, I'm so excited. So I called her last week and she had just gotten her sample. And I said, look, you're going to be excited about what's going to happen for you. I said, you're going to have more energy, you're going to feel fantastic, and you're going to start seeing your body changing. In fact, when I started on this product, after a couple of weeks, my clothes started falling off of me. I said one night to go to the bathroom and my pajama bottoms fell off. So she went ahead and she has the product. I just texted her earlier to see, she had gotten it about 3 days ago, and I texted her to see if she had started to use it, but she hasn't responded. And but I always have fun with my age. I will always help people and assist people and tell them I'm 95, and they say I don't believe it. Now, I went to the store 3 days ago, and it was a young couple. They appeared to be in their 40s. The young lady looked as though she could lose a few pounds. So as we were walking, I was in front of them and I deliberately stepped over so the guy almost ran into me. And I said, hey, you're really lucky you didn't hit me because I could get you for elder abuse. And he said, what? I said, I'm a 95-year-old guy and you're trying to run over me? So he said, I don't believe you. I said, yeah, I'm not. He said, I don't believe you. So they walked off. They went in one aisle. I kept on going to the back of the store. I had to pick up some eggs and I was bending over. I happened to notice a shadow and I turned around and this guy and his lady friend, they're standing there. And they said, what are you doing? What are you doing to look so young? So I said, oh, it's this product that I'm taking. I said, can I text you some information? So he said, yeah, but look, I want you to give it to me now. I'm putting it in my phone right now. Where do I have to go to find out about this? So I gave him my website and I'm waiting to hear from them. But it's the fun that I have. And the difference is that I'm standing vertical when I talk with people. I'm not hunched over. I don't have a cane. And this is what sort of befuddles folks is the fact that I'm moving like a young person. Okay, I look like a young person. Part of that is because of my side of the family, my father's side of the family. All of the men, for some unknown reason, look about 10 or 15 years old, even 15 years younger than they are, even when they hit their 70s and 80s. So that's another thing. But I do want to share something with you, Adam.
Yep.
And I got this from watching Michael Swilling. And, I use the system of the sample system. But in cases where we have someone in the business that has not purchased a sample system, Michael had referred to transfer buying. And I think that's the key. When I started talking about weight loss, and people said, oh, yeah. I said, are you taking any weight loss products now? Okay, do you have any problems with pain? I'm trying to search where I can say, hey, look, if you just transferred where you're spending money right now to get our superior products, I said, as you see results and as people see results and things that are happening to you, you can start putting a few coins in your pocket. I said, it's as simple as that. All you need is to get a couple of people using our products as well as yourself, and some magical things are going to happen for you. So just think about that. What are you using right now? Are you taking weight loss products? Let's transfer that. So that is my approach to transfer buying. Ask what people are using.
I
And if
love
we
that
have
approach.
that product, why don't you use this
Ken,
and get a superior
Ken, I love that
product?
approach,
And
Ken. That transfer buy approach is a great approach, and it's them not spending new money. It's them swapping out things they're already spending money on for things like our extreme shake and pain products and things like that. So, hey, listen, congratulations on the success that you're having. I'm watching your volume go up. You've got great people that you're bringing on, and I like to point out that it's such a straightforward approach that you have. And yep, you're a product of the product, and people are like, wow, I can't believe you're 95 years old. What are you doing? I got to get some of that. So that always is a good idea to be a product of the product. But what I want to say to everybody is, look, if Ken can do this at 95, we can all do this, right? Anybody can do this. And I just say congratulations to you, Ken, on all the success, and thanks for sharing your story with us.
okay, you're welcome.
And one of these days, we're going to get your video dialed in so that you are right side up, my friend. But thanks for being on. Excellent. All right, guys. Hey, this has been Tuesday Night Live. We do it every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Tonight, also the corporate Zoom event at 9 p.m. Eastern coming up, www.ctfowebinar.com. Should be going over some great information this evening, so you don't want to miss that as well. Thank you all for hopping on Tuesdays. I know Michael Allison had some technical difficulties. He was on for a minute, and now he got kicked off. So we'll see him next week as well. Everybody have a great evening, a great week. 5 to thrive. Let's make it happen, everybody, and let's watch those bonuses go up. Everybody have a great one. Bye-bye for now.
Awesome. Good night.
Good night.